All right, well, welcome everybody. Oh, nice to see you, Frank and Reja and Ruben and Dominique and Christina and Hub and Thomas and Joan, Stephanie, Ala, and Chris. Welcome everyone on this beautiful Sunday to our Embodiments of Love class. Just beautiful to see everybody. We are on page number 73. Did I get that right, Ruben? I believe so. The truth that sets you free. We're in chapter 12, which is called Freedom. It's a great title. And we're in section 2, The Truth That Sets You Free. I read the part before and it was really beautiful. It's probably a beautiful discussion last week, I'm sure. And I just want to begin with the paragraph before the new section begins because it provides context again. And it's a theme that continues through the rest of this chapter. To be free is to be who you truly are. Love, freedom, and truth are the same. Love, freedom, and truth are the same. They always were and always will be. In fact, if you understood correctly, the three terms refer to the divine reality that infinite consciousness is love, truth, and also freedom. Once what is revealed here is integrated into your humanity, the path is paved toward the perfect expression of the love you are in truth. This is the case at all times and all places for everyone. And just prior to that, it says, love is your true identity, the common denominator of everything that exists. The common denominator of everything that exists. Okay, so let's begin section 2. And Frank, would you like to begin us?
Sure, Iona. Just to re-anchor, it's section 2, the truth that sets you free.
Yes.
The truth that sets you free. It has been said many times over the centuries that the body imposes a limit on the soul, which creates the sensation of imprisonment of the will. It is time to review this belief. I do so in the serene light of a wisdom that cannot be learned, but which always reveals itself to those who call upon it from the heart. Blessed soul, ask yourself, when my divinity as the spirit of wisdom adopted the bodily forms of Jesus and Mary, revealing to the world the existence of embodied love in a visible way, did I cease to be who I am and will eternally be? Obviously not. The same is true for you and for all creation. What love creates cannot cease to be what it is eternally. Therefore, neither the physical body, nor the thinking mind, nor the personality can make a dent in your being. Likewise, they had no power to imprison me in a temporary reality. Simply put, you can believe that you are not free, but you cannot make that belief true.
Beautiful. Thank you, Frank. Dominique, could you read that for us one more time?
Thank you, Ayana. The truth that sets you free. It has been said many times over the century that the body imposes a limit on the soul, which creates a sensation of imprisonment of the will. It is time to review this belief. I do so in the serene light of the wisdom that cannot be learned, but which always reveals itself to those who call upon it from the heart. Blessed soul, ask yourself, when my divinity as the spirit of wisdom adopted the bodily form of Jesus and Mary, revealing to the world the existence of embodied love in a visible way. Did I cease to be who I am and will eternally be? Obviously not. The same is true for you and for all creation. What love creates cannot cease to be what it is eternally. Therefore, neither the physical body, nor the thinking mind, nor the personality can make a dent in your being. Likewise, they had no power to imprison me in a temporary reality. Simply put, you can believe that you are not free, but you cannot make that belief true. It is a beautiful reinforcing of the total clarity, that's the freedom that we are, because we are the love and we are the freedom. So everything is, you are not free, but you cannot make that belief true. But we can believe it. Thank you.
Yes, and that's why that the identity reminders in the new book, Remembrance, comes at this perfect time, because we're replacing the belief with the truth, with these identity reminders. I am love and nothing but love. So everything around us conspires to convince us that we're other than free and love. But when we know this truth, then nothing from the external can change that for us. And it's always true. It's just us realizing it, recognizing it, remembering it. And that's why we come back into that remembrance of who we truly are. What is our true identity? Any thoughts here? Frank.
It's a very short one. That remembrance is an experience. That's all.
Yeah. It's the revelation. It doesn't come from the thinking mind. Yeah. Rija.
This reminds me, I seem to think that when I move back into the limited thought system, the ego, and I react, maybe something comes up and really triggers me emotionally, physically, mentally. I may think that it causes it causes me to change who I am because it's so different from who I really truly know my being as. So this helps me because it says what love creates cannot cease to be what it is eternally. So when I get back in my right mind, I remember that, yeah, love created me like itself. And that's the truth. And eternally. So that's the epitome of forgiveness. For me, forgiveness is seeing what is true and real. And so I can look upon myself and know what is true and real and forgive. And through that forgiveness, I come back. I come back to my right mind. And so I'm not controlled. I'm not feeling imprisoned. I'm free. And that's what this helps me to see. Thank you. I'm glad that my soul brought me here.
Thank you. We are glad that your soul brought you here today. Yeah, when we temporarily forget who we are, it is temporary because it's just a dark cloud. And some clouds are thicker than others sometimes, but they're still just clouds and they do pass by, especially when we just recognize them for what they are and allow them to just float, dissolve away. Often what happens is, or at least what I see for myself, is that we take those clouds and we start to think that those clouds are our identity, and we forget that that's not our identity. So that's where reminding ourselves of who we really are and allowing those temporary moments to just float away in their own time, not forcing them, not trying to change it, just allowing for those moments to rise up, to heal, and to dissolve. That's all they're doing. That's all they're there for. They're not who you are, but they're an aspect that just wants to be healed and recognized. So, thank you, Risha, for bringing that up. Ruben.
Well, suddenly I found myself quiet and silent in this moment, in this moment, in this moment. I don't really have nothing else to say than be in this moment. I used to say a lot of things, and I was grabbing myself from the past or the future, past experience, but now I became more quiet, more peaceful, more silence, like knowing that this moment is being held by eternity, I can say, by my father, but my mother. At the same time, this moment is holding this physical body. I'm like, just let this moment reveal itself, Ruben. Yeah, I don't have too much to say. It's just a feeling of being in peace, a feeling of being complete, a feeling of, wow, I just let this moment carry me like a baby is being carried by the father and the mother. That's my feeling. I'm like, It is so beautiful to be a baby again. I cannot believe, yes, I never stopped being a baby, my father's baby. Thank you. I'm complete.
Thank you, Ruben. Yeah, then we live in
This is true.
when we're in that place of peace, we really begin to just respond to life, right? It's like the next moment will tell us what needs to be done. And then the next moment, and maybe the next moment says nothing needs to be. And then maybe the next moment, it's time to make a cup of tea. It's just that peace and that response and that allowing. Thank you for the reminder. Thomas.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to expound on this sentence right near the end of the last paragraph that was read. It says, likewise, they had no power to imprison me in a temporary reality. So let me read that again. So it says, likewise, they, which is right above it, the physical body, the thinking mind, and the personality, had no power to imprison me. And by me, I'm assuming it's the spirit of wisdom who wrote this. So the physical body, the thinking mind, the personality cannot imprison the spirit of wisdom. In a temporary reality, what a nice definition of this 3D world. It's just a temporary, it's not true. It sure seems like reality, but it's temporary. And I cannot be imprisoned by this temporary reality or by the physical body, the thinking mind, or the personality. Yes, the spirit of wisdom in me is free. How lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, and the and the emphasis of that in the paragraph above where it says, when my divinity as a spirit of wisdom adopted the bodily form of Jesus and Mary, revealing to the world the existence of embodied love in a visible way. So our spirit, the spirit of wisdom, adopted this form with the intention of being a visible form of embodied love. It's for this time, temporarily. Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
I'm driving. That's why I don't have the background going. But to what Ruben said earlier, oh baby, oh baby. As I earlier, I was going to the temple where I go to, but as I'm driving, I'm remaining in my own temple by breath, being in the moment. And as I'm in that state of being, I missed an exit. So I witnessed disappointment about that. And it felt uncomfortable, but I wasn't that. I was still in my temple witnessing the disappointment. And, you know, that when those times come up, I say, I wonder, as I'm still in the moment, I wonder how long it's going to take for this to dissolve. And it does. It feels uncomfortable. So did I actually, so did I actually lose my presence, lose my connection with source? No, I didn't. So I just want to reiterate that. I'm complete. Thank you.
Thank you. What a great example of that. And then when it passes away, then we forget about it. Like we read a couple of weeks ago, love has no memory. Love doesn't remember any of that stuff. Love just is. All of the rest just happens around us. And then there's always a good reason why you might have missed your exit, or maybe not, but that doesn't matter either. It just is what it is. Thank you, Chris.
That's right. To what you said, oh, baby. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. All right, Risha, would you like to read for us a little bit more?
Oh, I'd love to. Do I just stop anywhere I want to, or
Yes.
that's the rest?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
just feel into it
Feel
and
free.
stop where you
Okay.
feel
Okay.
intuitively it's a good place to stop. You'll know.
Okay, thank you. Okay. What could you need to accumulate when you know you need nothing? How could embodiments of love want to possess goods when they are owners of themselves? What room could there be for anger, greed, objectification, or even the desire for gratification in a humanity that always experiences the eternal joy of the unity of being in divine love with everything and everyone? None. The new humanity, reunited in love, will not search for freedom. Rather, it will be free. Consequently, you will manifest breadth, acceptance, peace, and self-determination. Your joy will arise from the awareness of knowing that you are daughters and sons of eternal light, free to be who you truly are. Nothing and no one can take that awareness away from you. Things of the world will have no power over you, since whatever happens, you will always carry high on the candlestick of your consciousness the divine knowledge that in love, there is only freedom, and that love is what you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Risha. Thomas, would you read that for us one more time?
Yes, thank you. Let's see here. Okay. What could you need to accumulate when you know you need nothing? How could embodiments of love want to possess goods when they are owners of themselves? What room could there be for anger, greed, objectification, or even the desire for gratification in a humanity that always experiences the eternal joy of the unity of being in divine love with everything and everyone? None. The new humanity, reunited in love, will not search for freedom, rather, it will be free. Consequently, you will manifest breadth, acceptance, peace, and self determination. Your joy will arise from the awareness of knowing that you are daughters and sons of eternal light, free to be who you truly are. Nothing and no one can take that awareness away from you. Things of the world will have no power over you, since whatever happens, you will always carry high on the candlestick of your consciousness the divine knowledge that in love there is only freedom, and that love is what you are. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Mm.
Chris, I see your hand up there. Did you miss another exit?
No, no, I just want to say to what was read, Yahoo! Yippee! I'm complete.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, indeed. Frank.
This talk of money and things. I've had my times and moments where, my new car and my perfect looking lawn and all those kinds of things were seemingly important. I'm thinking about getting a four-wheel drive pickup, but not to impress. What purpose do these things serve? And if it serves an extension of being and a deepening of reception of God's love that we're just giving naturally, there is abundance. And that abundance serves a purpose. Just the thought that was coming to my head. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. Yeah, there's new meaning behind what we do. Sometimes we're drawn to things like Ruben has pieces of art. We have things that we're drawn to that we bring into our lives. And it's very different than I want to have this because it means that I am a certain kind of person or it has a certain symbolism to it. And those times are coming to an end. And we can see it. We can actually see this happening in the world. Like there's a new generation who are not really that interested in having things anymore. We're all more interested in experiences, going to places, being in nature, watching theater or art or ballet, because it has an effect on our beingness. It's nourishment for our soul. So the reason that we start to do things shifts, and the expression shifts, and the way we receive it shifts. And the external might look the same, still go to a shop and buy something and pick it up and bring it home. But what actually is the foundation of why is different, and that changes the whole energy field completely. And we see that happening. I mean, I know that when we travel or go somewhere, we come back different, we come back changed, we come back having taken on new experiences. It's enriched us in some way. Or we have a conversation, or we sit in this meeting together. It's because it's enhancing our expression of love. And that's the new wealth, right? That's the new wealth in the new humanity, is this: we're not accumulating things, we're accumulating pieces of ourselves. And we're treasuring them in different ways. Frank, you're going to treasure that 4x4 in a very different way than maybe you have had in the past. Yeah. Any other thoughts? We can read to the end here because the thought actually continues and it completes. How would you read that last part for us?
If the awareness of your true identity makes you feel free and you live in union with that, what then will be the expression of your earthly life as embodied love concerning physical impulses and the accumulation of goods? It will be a simple life. For the path of simplicity is the unequivocal, unequivocal sign of embodied love. It will be a simple life For the path of simplicity is the unequivocal, I can still not say it, unequivocal sign of embodied love. Truly, truly, I tell you, beloved of my being, that humanity is moving steadily towards a life lived like the one I lived in Nazareth. A simple life without complexities that drown the heart and confuse the mind. A life lived as do the birds of the air and the lilies of the field. For where love dwells, there is no room for the superfluous. There's only the essence of truth and its manifestation. Truth, naked, stripped, unmade of everything, and forever free.
Just listening to that makes me feel lighter. It really does. Joan, would you read those last two paragraphs for us one more time?
Okay. Am I?
Yes.
We start if the awareness.
Yes.
If the awareness of your true identity makes you free and you live in union with that, what then will be the expression of your earthly life as embodiment, as embodied love? As embodied love concerning physical input, impulses, and the accumulation of goods. It will be a simple life, or the path of simplicity is the unequivocal sign of embodied love. Truly, truly, I tell you, beloved of my being, that humanity is moving steadily towards a life lived like the one I lived in Nazareth. A simple life without complexities that drown the heart and confuse the mind. Excuse me. Confuse the mind. A life lived as do the birds of the air and the lilies of the field. For where love dwells, there is no room the superfluous. There is only the essence of truth its manifestation, truth, naked, stripped, unmasked of everything and forever free.
Thank you, John. Frank.
Well, Joan, I felt your reverence for the birds of the air and the lilies of the field. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Yes, I love the simplified life that again, even among the complexities of the world, we're finding the time, the space to be simple and enjoy those little things. I yes, I have a, I don't know, I have a little Jeep here. Let's see if you can see it. And
Yes.
it has a little ducky that sits in. You can put a little rubber ducky. And it's symbolic for me. I had talked about my brother David, and when we were little, we would tell rubber Jeep stories to one another, and so yeah, when I saw these, they just brought me such joy, and I felt so childlike again, and so now I actually have a rubber Jeep. So
Yes, that simplicity brings joy, right? Because it's so unencumbered. There's no encumbrances, there's no complexities. That's why children are so joyful, and because there are no complexities, or imagined, let's say, complexities accumulating. Thank you, John. Magical. Ruben.
Thank you, John. Yeah, that was beautiful reading. Like Frank said, yes, I can feel it. You don't really know, John, how much you're touching my true self, I can say. Seeing you every week, and I know you're listening. Not all the time you speak, but when you speak, oh my God, it's like the main dish for me. Thank you. And it's saying that what you were reading, if the awareness of your true identity makes you free and you live in union with that, what then will be the expressions of your early life as embodied? Love concerning physical impulses and the accumulations of goods. I found myself going to the stores, going to antique stores, state sales, but knowing that everything lives and moves in me, I just touch these pieces. I do not buy it no more. I make them mine. And right there in the store, I give them the freedom. I become one with them. I really enjoy everything right there in the store. I touch them, but I do not bring them with me. Because knowing that everything lives and moves in me, I'm like, Thank you. Everything becomes an expression of the divine. Everything. The birds, those little pieces of art, the air, whatever we're eating for breakfast, whatever we're drinking, this body becomes an expression of the divine. In my own experience now, it's just a direct communication between the Father and us. There is no more mediator. There is no more separation. Like I say, this moment is all there is, and this moment belongs to the Father. I am this moment. And I love that. I love that. I'm like, thank you, Father. I'm complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruben. We had somebody in our house this morning, and one of our guests, and he'd requested a guided meditation. So we did a guided meditation with him this morning. And we love to do that with our guests when they request, and we bring them in. And after the meditation, and he was looking around in this room, and he was noticing the bricks and the wood and the views and the beauty, and he was noticing it, and he was expressing how much he enjoyed it, and that he could see the beauty in it. He could see the intention and the love that went into it. And he doesn't need to own it. He doesn't need to have it, but the relationship that he created just in that moment, the energy that held in the appreciation it was palpable. And I feel like there's no such thing as an inanimate object. So the bricks and the wood and everything was receiving that energy and bringing more love to it. So we can see the power of that, the simplicity of it, just noticing in the moment what is happening, who we're with, where we are, what we're seeing. Taking that moment is bringing love into the equation all of the time. Just that noticing, just that seeing. And I don't know why, but this morning when he said it, I could just see it and feel it through him, and you could feel the energy. So yes, when we go into a store or we go somewhere and we see something, we appreciate it, we're buying it in a different way. It's not a transaction anymore. It's just not. It's a relationship. Ruben.
Wow, we become embodiments of love. We become embodiments of love in every piece of every person, of every thought. It becomes an embodiment of love, because since everything starts with me, and if I am embodiment of love, love is only love. It's nothing else. In everything, and always looking for that love. I found myself looking for deep programs, I could say, on TV, something that speaks to me from love to love. So, wow, yeah. And people reach us, they're just thoughts in my mind, I can say. God's mind. They're just thoughts in God's mind. People reach us. And that's what we share. That's what I share, the truth. We are whole and perfect. We're still with Papa. Talk to him. The same way you're talking to me. Talk to Papa, and you will see it. But if you feel like you're not ready, I can talk to you because Papa is here. So you're just pure love, just like me, just like the Father. So for a moment, that person embraces the love that we're receiving and we're extending. So thank you. I'm complete.
Thank you, Ruben. Stephanie, and then we'll go into our little meditation after that.
I'm thinking about everything that you shared, Iona, and it's so beautiful. And I think that, or I feel that in this humanness, we are, experiencing our creations and all of our beautiful creations and art and objects of beauty. And that gives us so much joy. And it's not so much about the possession of it, it has more to do with attachment. And I think if we could separate the two and practice non-attachment, we can embody and enjoy and create all these beautiful things that we love. And that's okay to have all those possessions because we created them. And that's what we're here to experience our creations. I'm complete.
Beautiful. Yes. All the riches and the treasures and the beauty for us to receive. Thank you, Stephanie. All right. Well, we are a few minutes before the end, and we like to take a few minutes just to come together in a meditation where we bring all that we are, all that we have today, and embody that, the embodiment of love. We bring that into our physical and energetic experience. So what I'd like to do is for us to just, and maybe we just take a moment to look at each other before we go into that space, see everyone's gorgeous face, being, light, energy. And then as we close our eyes, hold that image of each other in your mind's eye. Each beautiful face, each beautiful being, each friend, brother, sister that's here. And just imagine ourselves intertwining our arms around each other in a circle, holding each other in circle, sharing the energy between us, flowing between us, and bringing our attention to the middle of the circle where there is say a light. We see a light, white light, and we bring our energy and our embodiment of love, the love that we feel for each other as we hold each other in this space, and bring that love to that light. And bring more of that love. And as we bring that love to the light gets bigger and brighter and more luminescent. And just bringing the love to the light as it spills over us. And we bring all that love out into this world that's going through such a major transition right now. Bringing our light and our love that we create here together in this hour out and sharing it. Blessing, spreading our love as a blessing to all. And allowing that light to pulsate out into the world where there may be wars and confusion, anxiety, and infusing it with love and more love. Bringing that energy that is not confined to our bodies and allowing it to flow. And let's just spend a moment or two in silence together, sharing this powerful love with our planet and all of our brothers and sisters. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful to
Wow.
see everyone. So lovely.
Mm.
And we just want to bring a moment of all of that love and flood it to our beautiful sister Dominique, who's going in for a little, well, for something tomorrow. And we share our love with you. We love you so much. Our prayers and our energy is with you tomorrow and the days after. And know that we're here. Know that if you need anything, reach out to any of us. We love you so much.
Thank you. You mean the world to me, and my life is an incredible joy of knowing that my sister and brother are sending me their support, and I'm just totally looking forward to come back and embrace of the real love that I feel from this being that you all bring the oneness to my life. Thank you.
Christina, go ahead.
Yes, I too am having a very difficult procedure tomorrow, and I had shared it with the Anna group, and it transformed everything through the prayer. So I ask for those prayers to be shared. Dominique and I have been sharing them between ourselves and encouraging. And I have a PET scan tomorrow, so I shifted dates, and just what will be, and we'll take it one step. And I just, so like Dominique, just am overwhelmed with love and joy, and having the experience of the truth is, there's nothing to fear and everything will be perfect. So, because that's how it's supposed to be. Just go with the flow. Anyway, I love you all. Have a wonderful day.
Christina, thank you so much for sharing. And we send, again, we love you. We send you our love, our prayers. You'll be with us too, all day tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Dominique and I will be having candles burning. Okay, love all. Bye.
Love you.
Yeah,
Love all
you
of
guys
you.
do. Bye-bye.
Bye.